I like Planned Parenthood. I like that they give medical services to poor people who can't afford it, and they don't use any government money for abortions because that upsets people, so they don't. So the only government money they use goes to help people who are sick and are poor. Why do I bring this up? Remember when they made those videos trying to say that they were selling babies, and they're killing babies so they can sell them, and look how... Turns out everything they were doing was exactly what they were supposed to be doing medically, and it was all overhyped. And in fact, when they investigated, Texas investigated Planned Parenthood, found nothing. They investigated Planned Parenthood for this thing, but turns out what happened was now they investigated those guys who did it. Turns out David Daledian, how do you say his name? Daledian? He's an activist from secret Planned Parenthood videos. He's been charged with 15 freaking felonies. Isn't that nice?
By activists, they mean propagandists.
Yeah,
Liar.
by activists. Yeah, by activists, they mean criminal jerk. I think that's what they mean.
Yeah.
Criminal jerk who...
yeah, that title is misleading.
Who tried to mislead the country about what Planned Parenthood does. Hey, a duplicitous liar who's a con man... David Daley and the anti-abortionist activist with roots in Davis and an alleged co-conspirator were charged Tuesday for falsifying their identities and using a fake bioresearch company to covertly record videos of themselves trying to obtain fetal tissue from Planned Parenthood. They also pretended to work for Biomax later in 2014 and 2015 in Century City, Pasadena, El Dorado, and San Francisco, recording their private meetings with various health professionals, according to the charging document. The 15 felony charges were brought by Attorney General Xavier Becerra against Daledian, I wish I knew how to pronounce his name better, and Sandra Merritt of the Center for Medical Progress. The right to privacy is a cornerstone of California's Constitution, and a right that is foundational in a free democratic society. Becerra said in a statement released with the charges, "We will not tolerate the criminal recording of confidential conversations." So every state has their own rules on what you can videotape and what you can't. And if you're going to record something, if you have to inform the other person you're recording, some states have 2 people have to know. Some states have only 1 person needs to know. It's all this. So, but in California, there you go. That's how it is. It's a criminal act. The recording of confidential conversations. Daledian was indicted on felony charges last year in Texas for using a phony government ID. He's also involved in several civil lawsuits. Becerra's charging documents contend Daledian and Merritt filmed more than a dozen people in Los Angeles and San Francisco without first receiving their consent. I didn't even know that you had to get consent to videotape. Do you have to, I mean, I guess if it's clandestine. I mean, if I'm doing a news thing and I have a cameraman with me, that's not clandestine.
Yeah, I think they're
that's not confidential, right?
Yeah, they're referring in like the business setting and the settings where they
try
were
to trick
posing as people. I don't think they just meant like out on the street.
Becerra alleges that Daledian in 2013 took documents from STEM Express, a Placerville biotech firm specializing in stem cell procurement for scientific research, using a password from a terminated employee. The next year, the state contends Daledian and Merritt posed as employees from the firm Biomax to access a National Abortion Federation conference in San Francisco, where they secretly recorded speakers, vendors, and attendees. And so now they're getting charged with 14 counts. So isn't that nice? It's nice when jagoffs get in trouble. Isn't it?
Yes.
So there you go. They investigated Planned Parenthood. Turns out Planned Parenthood didn't do anything. It was all made up. It was all just like that other guy did with the Acorn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Acorns. They're pimping people and they're prostituting and all that stuff that they, so that was all bogus. Didn't matter. They defunded Acorn. So hopefully this guy does some jail time for this. This would be nice. Some guy who's working against the poor people getting health care and doing it in an illegal way. So let's hope this guy spends some hard time. I hope he does some hard time.
Yeah, he'll be really popular in the prison, too. Hey, man, what are you in for? Well, I really wanted to hurt this place that gives people affordable health care. So I hacked into a bunch of stuff, but I wasn't that good at it.
And I lied about them, and I edited things together in an unfair way. I hope that guy does time. Hey, our next live Jimmy Dore show is April 24th. April 24th, live in Burbank. We do 2 shows a month, live shows. So get your tickets right down there, jimmydorecomedy.com.